Jessica Jones Season 1. Here we go. Um, Man, I am really enjoying rewatching all these Netflix shows. I'm binging them faster than I would normally because what I was doing, my plan was when I was going to start doing these shows, I was going to do my Game of Thrones type thing where I watch one episode a night before I went to bed, that type of thing. But I honestly have not been doing that in the same way because uh, these shows are just so good that I want to binge them, and they're compelling stories. Game of Thrones is too, but Game of Thrones was hard to watch. I had some very miserable episodes, so it was hard to watch more than one at a time. Though towards the end, I did kind of start watching the show faster to get to the end, so I could have that review out before House of the Dragon comes out. Very excited for that show. But let's talk about Jessica Jones, season 1. Now, with Daredevil, I tackled season 2 and 1 in the same video. That's because, it felt easier just to do that. With Jessica Jones season 2 takes place after the Defenders, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and all those shows. So I want to get to Luke Cage season 1, Iron Fist season 1, Defenders, and then I want to circle back to Jessica Jones and Iron Fist and all those. So that's kind of, I know it's weird, but I just want to do that. Basically what I'm trying to say is I'm trying to review these shows in order. I don't know why I made it so complicated, but yeah. Jessica Jones is a really good show, and it's a show that I feel like is kind of harder to make work well than Luke Cage, because this character is kind of mean spirited. She's basically mean. A person who's very jaded and sarcastic. No, I'm kidding, but nah. But this character is very jaded and sarcastic. Her powers are not as well defined as some of these other characters. Luke Cage, you got unbreakable skin. Iron Fist, kind of mystic energy shit. You got Daredevil, who can hear really well because he's blind. These are pretty easy characters to make work. They have very easy, well-defined powers. Jessica Jones really doesn't. But the way they explore her powers and her backstory, who she is as a person, and why she is the way she is, it does make those first few episodes kind of a slog to get through, because you're dealing with this character who is excellently performed by Christian Ritter as the character, but it's just that you're dealing with so much crap from her, and she's not really nice to anybody. You don't really get, she's kind of hard to watch, even though you like watching her because of the performance. It is a little bit of slog. But then when you get to once you start getting through the show, you really grow to understand this character, why she's like this, her backstory. And Matt Smith is one of my favorite actors. He's like David Tennant to me because he was in Doctor Who. Anytime he shows up in anything, I'm really excited to see him, unless it's Morbius. Then I vehemently hate every part of that movie. But other than that, Matt Smith is an incredible actor. It's great to see him as this villain. He really works. So this is just a great season of television with this character and understanding where she comes from and stuff. It's not as good as Daredevil is, because Daredevil is just more my style. But Jessica Jones is a great show within its own right. So yeah, I'm really excited to move on to Luke Cage and have that review out soon.